Let's talk about what's next for the Carolina Panthers when it comes to this head coaching search. So, interview request. I'm gonna name off the people that we requested interviews from. So obviously, number one on the list is Ben Johnson. He hails from the Detroit Lions. I ain't even gotta explain how good of a coordinator that man is. Okay, I will say, with Ben Johnson, during that 2022 season was the first time in franchise history the Lions accumulated 4,000 passing yards and 2,000 rushing yards in the same season. That is one thing that he did while he was there. But he's obviously a younger guy. He could be here for a long time if he chooses to be. That's if he comes here. I'm not sure if he even wants to be in Carolina, but he should be one on all you Panther fans list to come here. He for sure can work with Bryce Young. Ben Johnson's have been around coaches that work with like Aaron Rodgers, that work with Peyton Manning, some other coaches, but that's just to name a few. So he's been around. I think he'd be a good addition if he is selected as head coach. Another name, you got from the Texans, Bobby Slowick. I'm not too much. He's a good OC, but I'm not too much of a fan of his just because he still doesn't have that long resume. He still don't have a lot that he's done in NFL wise. I wouldn't risk hiring him because at this point we need like basically a sure thing or as close as it is possible when it comes to head coaches. Okay, we need someone that's been there a lot of years. Like I said, they have that resume, the credentials, all that stuff. We need someone that has proven themselves, like consistently. He can give him the reins and he can take control, So that's why I say nah to Bobby Slowick. Another guy from the Bengals, Brian Callahan. Y'all already know, man. The OC for the Bengals, man. Y'all already know he worked with Joe Burrow. He was there, when they got them titles, AFC titles, and that's enough said, really. I mean, I think he'd be a pretty good addition. Also, you have Miami Dolphins, Frank Smith. Man, you already know what he's doing. Like, I'm going to tell you something. In Frank Smith's first season as an OC in 2022, Dolphins had a top 10 offense for the first time since 1995. They ranked 6th. They averaged 364.5 yards per game. So we need him to be here. All right. He's worked with Tua, and Tua has skyrocketed up there when it comes to like league passers and like MVP conversations, and that's for sure something that we should bring here in Carolina. So, hey, he's up there top of my list also. So hopefully we can get him if he wants to work here. So we have the next person, Todd Monken. I really like Todd Monken, man. Like, he has a lot of experience overall in football. He has 35 years coaching experience when it comes to the college football, you name it. He had a lot of experience. He was on the Georgia Bulldogs team when they went to the national champion 2 times in a row. 2 times in a row, national champions. He was there, so he has so much. He proved a lot. Like, his resume is stacked. So, and Todd Monken was also Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield was there, and he had that career high in yards, I think. But yeah, Todd Monken for sure. He has a resume. It's proven man. So he could be a good addition as head coach also. Now let's jump to the defensive coordinators that could be possible head coaches for Carolina Panthers. We have Dan Quinn, has 28 years coaching. As you all know, he used to be the Atlanta Falcons head coach, and now he's a defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, and he did an amazing job there. Like, obviously, Dallas has had one of the best defensive units in the NFL. So he is really good. I really don't know about Dan Quinn just because I would prefer someone that offensive minded, but that just me like nitpicking kind of. But just for Bryce Young's sake, I'd rather double down with someone that's offensive minded because you're still going to get an OC. I really prefer someone that, you know, like Ben Johnson or maybe a little younger person, but that's just me. But he still wouldn't be a bad choice. Then you have Ravens Mike McDonald. He's pretty good. He's younger. He's like 36 years old. And the defense there, all I can really say about him is like their defense has been really good. He's had assistant positions in other NFL teams, but I don't know. Just his defense has been really good. So, and he's a young head coach. He could probably be for 20 plus years. Someone that David Temper was saying that he would like to be here for that long. So, we'll see. We also have Rams Raheem Morris. I read some stuff about him. Not really sold on him as much. So, I mean, but that's all. That's all the candidates so far that we have requested interviews from. But my top would have to be, obviously, Ben Johnson, Frank Smith, or Brian Callahan. They've been my top three if I had to pick. So Ben Johnson, Brian Callahan, and Frank Smith. I kind of want to slide Todd Monken in there because I don't know, man. I think he could be a good fit also. So I'll say 4. All right. So I'll say 4 people I see.